In this lecture, we will look at the SQL cross-apply command. We use cross-apply in scenarios in which the join command does not work. If we have a table created by either a table valued function or a correlated subquery, then we will have to use the apply command. The join command will not work. Let's look at some code. We want to create a new database for demo purposes. We name it demo apply. Switch to the new database. Next, we want to create a table valued function for demo purposes. We will provide two arguments to this function: customer ID and the number of orders we want to retrieve for that customer. This function will query two tables of AdventureWorks 2008 R2, sales order header, and sales order detail. The function will return the customer ID, sales order ID, the date an order was placed, also the number of items included in an order. Let's create it. Remember, if we have a table created by a table valued function, then the join command will not work. Let's try the join command first. In this example, we want to retrieve customer ID, also the customer's person ID, the name of the customer, the order number, date the order was placed, and also the items included in an order. That's the number of items included in an order. We will use the table created by the table valued function as one of the tables we will link together. We will also use the customer table as well as the person table because we want to retrieve the person ID for a customer, also the name of a customer. We specify the customer to be 17288 for this example, and we want to retrieve two orders for this particular customer. Let's try to run it. We got errors. The column couldn't be bound. Indeed, if we have a table created by a table valued function, the join command didn't work. Now let's try to use cross-apply. This example is almost identical to the one we just looked at. The only difference is that we will use cross-apply instead of join. Let's run it. And it worked. We can see we retrieved the two orders for customer 17288 because we have requested only two orders for this particular customer. We also retrieved the person ID, the name, first name, last name of the customer. So keep in mind, if we have a table created by a table valued function, we need to use cross-apply. The join command will not work. Now, let's try to manipulate a table created by a correlated subquery. In this example, we will retrieve customer ID, person ID, the name of the customer, sales order ID, the date an order was placed. Also, we want to retrieve the number of items included in an order. This example will query the AdventureWorks 2008 R2 database, and we will retrieve data from sales order header as well as sales order detail. We will link the customer table as well as the person table because we want to get the customer's person ID and the customer's name. Pay attention to this correlated subquery. It's correlated because we specify where h dot customer ID equal to c dot customer ID. H stands for sales order header, C stands for customer. So this is a table created by a correlated subquery. Let's try to use the join command first. we got an error. The column couldn't be bound. So indeed, if we have a table created by a correlated subquery, then the join command will not work. It didn't work. Next, let's try to use cross-apply. This is almost identical to the example we just looked at. We also specify the customer to be 17288, and we wanted to retrieve these columns like before. Again, this is a correlated subquery. This will create a table which we will link with other tables specified in this example. Other tables are sales order header, customer, and person. Again, the only difference is cross-apply here. Let's run it. It worked. We retrieved the data as expected. So again, keep in mind, if we have a table created by a correlated subquery, we will have to use the apply command. This concludes the lecture on the SQL cross-apply command.